Hi, I'm Jamie Denham. I serve as the CEO at Paul Public Charter School. I came to Paul in 2007. I served as the Director of Academics for 2 years. In 2009, I became the head of school. My predecessor, Barbara Knopflin, retired at that time. I served as the head of school for 4 years, the head of school of the middle school, and we expanded to a high school last school year. And so now this is my second year serving as the Chief Executive Officer due to the expansion. My vision is to create two high-performing college prep schools, one school serving middle school students in grades 6 through 8, and one school serving high school students in grades 9 through 12. My vision also includes ensuring that we integrate academics, arts, and athletics to provide our scholars with a well-rounded program. And finally, for our high school scholars, my vision is to ensure that we create global citizens by ensuring that we develop their global competence and allow them an opportunity to travel internationally. Some of Paul's unique characteristics include our AAA program, integrating arts and athletics into academics to ensure that our scholars are not only exposed, but that they are engaged more and they ultimately achieve more. I'd say a second characteristic that's really unique is our history. We, in fact, have a blueprint in both the traditional public school sector as well as the charter sector, having converted in 2000 to a public charter school from the school system. And finally, I'd say our character education program, which is really the foundation of what we do, ensuring that our scholars become merit scholars. And by merit, I mean motivated, educated, responsible, independent thinkers. And that's a derivative of our unique mission as well. Try to support our school leaders by ensuring that I provide deliberate coaching. I meet with our school leaders as a group once a week and also individually. And in those opportunities, I try to ensure that I'm connecting to our core values as a school, that I'm also being explicit about what our expectations look like, and that I also model as much as possible too. Paul engages with the families of students by offering a parent action group, which is a parent-run body that provides opportunities for parents to volunteer, to be informed, to learn, and to connect with the school. Paul also connects with parents through individual outreach. And so our teachers, our support staff, our administrative staff are really expected to reach out to parents to ensure that we're meeting our mission.
My name is Leandra Gonzalez, and I am the ESL teacher for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. ESL is English as a Second Language. This will be my third year teaching at Paul Public Charter School, and I have 5 years of teaching experience. One characteristic that makes Paul so unique is the ESL program. We continuously make an effort to ensure that our language learners and their parents never feel that their language or their cultural differences are a barrier. We also ensure that our students get outside of the classroom opportunities to build that academic and social language they need to be successful in any setting. The Paul leadership team works very hard to ensure that our teachers are continuously growing and developing to be the best teachers that they possibly can be. This summer, they sent me to the Teachers College in Columbia in New York so that we could learn and implement the Readers and Writers Workshop that had been so successful in schools across the country. I engage with the parents of my students by always keeping an open line of communication. Working with this specific population has given me a unique perspective and awareness of some of the challenges that these families may experience. So I make it my goal to listen and voice the concerns of these parents so that they can be a part of their child's academic experience here in Paul and as a valued member of the Paul family.
My name is Rose Reagan. I'm the Director of Student Services here at Paul. And pretty much what I do is I support many different programmings for the middle school and high school that really just address making sure that all of our students are successful and have what they need. I have been at Paul for 3 years. Prior to coming to Paul, I worked in education for about 10 years before that. My vision for the school is that all of our students have customized support to help them to be college ready. So some of the characteristics of the school that make us unique is that we really have a customized approach to supporting students. We're very student focused, we're very data driven, and we really use data to drive the work that we do with all of our students, not just in the classroom, but outside of the classroom. And so that really means thinking about what do our students need to be successful in the classroom? What do they need to be successful in athletics? What do they need to be successful in terms of the arts? Making sure that all of our students have a real customized schedule or approach to being successful. There are several ways that I support staff in order to make sure that our students have what they need. And number one is a lot of collaboration. And so we're constantly on a weekly basis looking at our student data to figure out what our students need and planning very deliberately for them. In addition to that, it's providing feedback on ways that we can continue to do better as well as things that we're doing well. Some other ways that we provide support is just through professional development and making sure that our professional development is very much tied to what our students need through what our data shows. There are several ways that we engage our families to support students. And so the first thing is just recognizing that families first, that our families are first, that we can't do it without them, that their parents are the first teachers. And so we're constantly asking them to provide us with insight on ways that we can get better as a school or ways that we can better support scholars. We want to know what their scholars are doing well at home and as well as ways that we can better support them here. The other thing is just a lot of communication. So constantly keeping families abreast of what we're doing here with our programming and how we're supporting our scholars and asking for help and feedback on ways that we can continue to get better. Lastly, one of my things that I do in my role is I serve as one of the parent liaisons. And so I'm meeting with parents on a monthly basis and talking about parent engagement and ways to get involved here because, again, we need our parents at the table with us.
My name is Nakia Briggs. I teach the 7th grade and I teach ancient civilizations. I am also the grade level co-lead for 7th grade. I have 3 years experience at this school. However, I've been teaching for 15 years. Some characteristics of Paul that make it unique is the fact that we create merit scholars. We want our scholars to be motivated, educated, responsible, independent thinkers. Well, one thing our school leadership does in order for me to be a great teacher is to model. They model all expectations that they expect of me. They model how to interpret data. They model how to interact with the students in the hall. They even model how to interact with our parents at parent-teacher conferences. The way I engage with the families of my students is by sending 4 positive messages every week, 2 by text and 2 by postcard. These messages are to inform the parents of the great things that their students are doing in class. We also have a website. On my website, students can access any lesson that they missed that day or just to get some reinforcement to help them with their homework.